Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to crochet this super cute reindeer ornament, or you can just do it like a bottle top, a wine bottle or something. It's very simple to make. You can make it with a pipe cleaner for antlers. I didn't have brown so I used black, or I used flower wire. It is 36 centimeter or 14.17 inches, and the gauge on it is 0.5 millimeter. So I used it as a double, so it's a bit thicker. Or as I said, you can use a pipe cleaner if you have a brown pipe cleaner. I just cut one in half, and this is what I used. I use red, it's all double knitting yarn. I use a bit of red for the nose, some light brown for the rim of the hat and the antlers, which I'm going to wrap the wire with, and some beige. You also need something to cut yarn with, a 3mm crochet hook and a tapestry needle. Let me just show you the flower wire I am using. It's really thin, so I simply fold it in half and I give it a little twist so it's not splitting like that, like so, and then at the end I will wrap it with some yarn to give it the colour. I use US terms for my crochet if you are new to this channel. So we're going to start with a magic ring with the beige colour, and then we're going to chain one, and we're going to place 10 half double crochets into that magic ring. That's 10. I'm going to pull on the tail to close the ring. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet. There we go. Round 2, we're going to start with a chain, and we're going to place 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, and that's going to give us a total of 20 half double crochets for round 2. When you've finished your round, slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet of the round, and then round 3 to 5 including, so we've got the first 2, 1, 2, 3. Next round we're going to make 1 half double crochet in each stitch around, keeping the total count of 20. So each round we're going to start with a chain 1, and then we're going to place a half double crochet in each stitch around, and when you get to the end you are going to slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet of the round, and then start your round with a chain 1. When you've finished your round, your 5th round, oh no, don't slip stitch, we're going to change colour now. We're going to use the brown colour, so at the end of your last stitch we are going to go into the top of the first half double crochet, and we're going to pull our new colour like so and secure it. I'm just going to make a little double knot here to secure the tails, and I'm going to cut them off. I'm not going to sew them in. We are going to sew this tail in only because it's the magic ring and we don't want it to open up. So for this round we're going to do the same. We're going to start with, this is the last round, we're going to make a chain 1, and then we're going to place a half double crochet in each stitch around, keeping the total count of 20. When you've finished your round, again slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet of the round. Then we're going to pull a short tail and cut it off, and we're going to sew these 2 tails in really quickly. I'm just going to bring this to the inside and go a couple of stitches, a couple of times backwards and forwards. And that's it. Now we're going to make the little nose. So we're going to take our red. Really don't need a lot. A short one. We're going to sew the nose on. We're going to do it on to the 4th round. So we're just going to go into one of the stitches like that. Oh, from the inside, sorry. And then we're just going to, over one stitch, we're going to go over a few times. Just guide your yarn where you want it to be. And then when you get to the end, just push it back in. Like so. And then we can tie the two ends together and cut them off. There he is. He's so cute. So now we're going to get our wire and I'm using hot glue. You can use whatever glue you want, but hot glue just dries really quick. So while my hot glue is warming up, I'm going to show you how I did it with the pipe cleaner. So I'm going from the bottom of the 2nd round. So you keep your nose in the middle and then go from one of the stitches in and then bring it out the other side. There we go. And then you want to make sure it's centered like that, and then we're going to bend it up like so. It's not centered. Ish. Yeah. And then we're just going to fold them like so. There's one. Fold and then fold over itself. Fold up. Like that. And then you can play around with it. You can turn them like that, in and then out. Like so. If you want to use the pipe cleaner, this is what it is. This is how we do it. And if you want to use the wire, I'm going to show you how to do that. What I do, I just dip the end in and then I take my wire and then I spin it on the wire like so. It's easier to spin it when you hold the yarn side. Oh. It does dry a bit white, but it really doesn't matter. It's handmade. It's part of the touch. And when it's dry, you can cut it off. And then you do the same. So you go in on either side of the nose from the second row down and come back the other side. Like so. See that it's in the middle. And give it the bend up. Like that. And on your bend, you can put a little bit of hot glue or whatever glue you're using. Sorry, it's a bit squeaky. Just to catch it on the yarn on both sides. Oh. And then you can do the bending. Let's do it like this one. So we look a bit like about 1 centimetre in. I'm going to bend and then back on itself and then up and then out, back on itself and then up and then same with the other one, centimetre in, bend, then back on itself, then up, bend, back on itself and up. So cute. And then I like to use the same body colour. That's going to be for the hanging string. Take your tapestry needle. And then on the first round, just gonna from the inside to the top and back in. Grab both ends and make a knot. And there you have it. It'll be perfect to go in Christmas cards. A little ornament for your tree. I hope it was easy to follow. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.